Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. I do think we need to talk about Duke at this point. They are on an impressive run. I have Tyler Hansbrough on here, who is the noted Duke aficionado on the Field of 68, probably the Duke expert,
Loves
maybe
Duke.
the Duke favorite.
Loves
I
Duke.
think the Duke fans love him more than anybody else. My favorite part about tonight, and I was really excited about this, is that we get to have Tyler come on here and talk about Illinois, have him talk about Kentucky, and now we're going to put him in a spot where he's got to talk about Duke. And yeah, it's his three favorite programs in college basketball at this point. But they go on the road, they play Miami, they beat him by 29. That's coming off of a double. It was a 9-point win, but they were up double digits most of the half at Florida State. They have won 5 in a row. They've won 8 out of 9. And since their loss to Georgia Tech to open ACC play, they have won 16 of their last 18 games. Jared McCain's starting to figure it out. Tyrese Proctor is coming off the bench and seems like he has accepted that role. Jeremy Roach looks like he's healthy again. And it kind of feels like this Duke team is peaking at a time that you want to be peaking. And that feels like a scary proposition with the talent that they have, Tyler.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of last year. Late in the year, they were kind of peaking in the same way. But when I look at Duke, I still said early on in the year, I don't think that they were playing to the potential that this roster provides them. And I think Jared McCain is a guy who, to me, has taken a real big step. And I know he didn't have a huge game against Miami tonight, but the games previous, he's kind of broken out and kind of played unbelievable. I saw him late in the Smith Center when my Tar Heels smacked him in the Dean Dome. He kind of gave them a boost and a little lift. But also, Jeremy Roach doesn't get a lot of credit, but he's a guy who's constantly playing well for them, been a little consistent all year. He's a veteran player. I like him. My question with Duke is, can they handle physicality? Filipowski, to me, isn't a physical, bang it down low big. He's more of a dynamic stretch four outside big, and I don't see them having much of a rim protector inside. So to me, that's what where a lot of teams can give them issues, especially when my Tar Heels and Armando Bacot just controlled the game inside with physicality and dominated from that way. But that's where Duke is suspect. But Duke has a lot of talent on this roster, and I do think that they haven't reached their potential, and they have a high ceiling. I think they could go on a run come March.
Yeah. Tio, I know you have strong feelings about this Duke team specifically. And I'm just kind of like, where do you stand on it? Go ahead.
Yeah, they're huge. One. Two. Sorry, let me straighten up here. Two. Dude, it's an unselfish bunch. Like, it's a fun bunch to watch. Nobody shot more than 10 shots from the field. Like, sure, you're going to have a couple extra free throws, this, that, and a third. But what I will say, Norchad Omier, 3 of 14, you don't hold him down without being physical. So while they don't have that rim protector, they do have some bigger bodies that if you're able to guard on the floor and be physical on the floor, like, you're going to be able to hold opposing bigs down. And I actually think what Mark Mitchell has been able to do as far as an off-ball defender, his activity level, he changes things for them. This is my last thing about Duke, because I feel like I've said it all the time, but like, Jon Scheyer is unafraid of making changes even when his perceived best players are struggling. Like, he did it last year wherever. I can't remember the exact situation where they were switching up some lineups to try to make it the best that they could do. They put
They
Proctor
brought
at the
Derek Lively and Tariq Whitehead off the bench. They brought the
yeah,
number 1 and number 2 recruits in the country off the bench.
right. And not only that, they switched positions with Roach and Proctor and let Proctor initiate and
Mm-hmm.
Roach be the 2. And then this year, they haven't found a really good, synergy or whatever. I hate that word, but people use it all the time. They haven't found a really good synergy between Proctor and the rest of the guards. So what do? They bring him off the bench, let him find a different role, let him go against second unit guys. And all of a sudden he starts to find his productivity. Like, it's a good Duke team, and offensively gifted Duke team. Guys that can score, guys that move the ball, guys that are unselfish. And let's be honest, 19 assists, and I would assume on the road at Miami, they weren't given all of those 2 dribble assists. So it's a team that offensively, like, pretty good. It's a matter of if they're going to be offensively good enough come tournament time and get enough stops, especially when they play a super athletic team with big athletic wings. And let's be honest, guys, like Miami's injury depleted right now. Cleveland's
Yeah.
gone. Pack is gone. Like it's not. This is not last year's Final Four Miami team. Not even close. But that all being said, Duke playing extremely well.
Yeah, I will say this is where I got to talk about Vaulted. Vaulted is an app that allows you to participate in daily cash prize pools without an entry fee. It's the place that you can store your predictions forever. And by using our challenge feature, you can prove you're smarter than your friends. So go download the app. That's VLTED to challenge your friends, store your predictions, and join daily cash prize pools without the entry fee. I think that this Duke team is a second weekend team. I think they can get to the Sweet 16. I think they have the upside to get to the Final Four. And to me, I mean, Tyler hit on this, right? And you're 100% correct, Tyler. It's what they will be defensively. Are they just good? Are they great? Can they find some way to get some level of rim protection, even if that is just using Ryan Young for 20 minutes a game to be in the way as a 7-footer at the rim? Is it Mark Mitchell that can kind of turn into that junkyard dog, Jaren Jackson-ish guy like that? Because I don't think Filipowski's the defender. I don't think Jared McCain's a guy that you're really going to be worried about defensively. Roach is good. He's fine. Like you have a couple pieces out there that can guard, but it's not like you look up and down this lineup. Think about the Duke teams that you guys played and how they would play on the line, up the line, how aggressive they were, trying to force turnovers, overplaying everything, jumping past lanes, not letting you run your offense. That's not what this Duke team is. Part of it is no rim protection, but it is what it is. I like what this team's ceiling can be and where they can get to this season. Listen, thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field 68 content.